G'day legends, and coming off the back of Justin Gaethje saying that he would be quite happy to be the first UFC fighter to train the FBI agents in the correct ways of self-defense, I have decided that we should take this idea and a step further. It shouldn't just be Justin Gaethje training the FBI, it should be Justin Gaethje in charge of the FBI. And what we're going to be doing in today's video is we're going to be going through the departments of the US government and assigning UFC fighters to be in charge of it. It's going to be glorious. We are going to make America great again today on this video by putting UFC fighters in charge of the government. With positions like this one to open it up for an example. Firstly, the US Ambassador to the United Nations. This is an incredibly important role. This is the person who is going to be representing the United States of America, formerly the world leader in the UN, dealing with global politics, talking to China and Russia and the Saudis and the Middle East. This is the person that you Yanks need representing you on the world stage at the UN. And it is going to be Bryce Mitchell. Bryce Mitchell, right? Finally, we will have peace in the Middle East, right? Let's just say that by the time Bryce implements his foreign policy around the globe, no one is going to have a problem with Bilal Muhammad flying his flag. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be nobody left that's going to be whinging and moaning about Bilal having his flag on the UFC page, yeah? Bryce has a solution for foreign policy. You could call it... Bryce has got a solution to sort out foreign policy and guarantee peace. We'll call it a final... a final solution. Right, let's move on swiftly. The chair of the Federal Reserve. This is the one who he controls the US monetary policy. This is an incredibly important job. While Bryce Mitchell is overseas guaranteeing peace in the Middle East, this person is going to be in charge of how much money is going back into your pocket, right? He's going to be in charge of the interest rates, the inflation. Everyone can relate to this job. It affects everybody's pockets. It even affects my pockets because Australian inflation is a flow-on from an American inflation. I think the only person that could be in charge of such a critical role should be Mr. Robert Greene himself. Yeah, oh yeah. Things are about to get a whole lot fresher around here. Get ready for low interest rates and massive spending, okay? We're just going to be releasing money from the Federal Reserve on tick, mate. Don't worry about it. We'll sort it out later, yeah? There is about to be an opposite of a tariff in place, yeah? There's going to be huge tax cuts. Any jewelry that has got silver or gold in it, the price is going to plummet. The 40s on the streets, they're going to be given out. The American government is just going to be handing out bottles of 40s like they're handing out transgender surgeries today. The times are about to be good, boys. Kick back because Bobby Greene, he's going to be in charge of US spending. Now, moving on to a incredibly important role, it's the Secretary of Defense. This person is in charge of the US military's defense strategy. This is, of course, with things heating up, with China and Russia and even Mexico and Canada getting pissed off at the Yanks. The person in charge of defense is critical to the safety of the United States of America. And that person is going to be Johnny Walker. Yeah, you guys are fucked. This is what you get. This is what you get for funding DEI play school in fucking Serbia. Yeah, I'm putting Johnny Walker in charge of your defense. Enjoy the next 4 years, Americans. Moving on to the head of your National Intelligence Agency. Listen, okay, maybe I want, with Johnny Walker being in charge of defense, I want America to get a little bit of its comeuppance. But also, you know what? We want to try and build a strong America here with our foreign policy that I'm working on for you guys, with the heads of the government departments. So the Director of National Intelligence, this is the person who oversees all of the USA intelligence agencies. Now that's the CIA. That's the NSA. Now, you guys might not know this, but it is illegal for the American government to spy on the American people. So what they do is they get the Australian government or the UK government, the ASIO, as we have them in Australia, our version of the CIA, they get us to spy on you. And then you guys spy on us, and then they just share the information with each other. There's a little red pill for you. However, what I want to do is, because this person is going to be the one in charge of spying on me, I'm going to be putting Marvin Vittori in charge of this. Who else would I want spying on me other than Marvin Vittori? This guy can't even figure out how to put his pants on straight. This dude didn't even know which Roman he was fighting. He couldn't even be bothered to read the last name on his fighter contract. 100%. If anyone is going to be spying on me, I want it to be Marvin Vittoria. He does not need to know what happens when the webcam's on in the bedroom. Don't worry, I know I've had 2 harsh picks for you guys. You guys are going to love this next one. You guys are going to absolutely love this next one. The next department that we are going to be filling a role for is the Department of Health and Human Services, the HHAS. Now, these people, they handle public health, they handle welfare programs, they handle the social services. Boy, I tell you, when you pair Robert Greene with this person, you guys are going to be happy. It's not going to matter that a couple of bombs are getting dropped past Johnny Walker. This one is clear as day. It has to be Paulo Costa. Paulo Costa. This is going to be great. We are going to guarantee that we get secret juice in all the schools. You know, every little boy, the moment they hit 12, should be on the secret juice. And Paulo Costa, being in charge of public health and welfare, he's going to make sure that you guys get that secret juice for free. All right? You guys are going to be running around. You're going to be getting fit. Yeah, like he's going to make sure that there's going to be like little Tracy Cortezes for everyone. The second you turn 21 years old, there's going to be a Tracy Cortez handed over to the young men. We're going to do everything we can to boost testosterone around the American people. Yeah, then Paulo Costa is going to lead the charge of this one. He's going to have to work very closely with the immigration minister on that, and wait till you guys see who I have in charge of your immigration policy. But he's going to work very closely with the immigration minister to make sure that fresh batches of secret juice and Tracy Cortezes are working their way across the border. Okay, and then moving on to the Department of Housing and Urban Development. Okay, this is the department that addresses affordable housing, homelessness, fair housing laws and fair housing prices. I couldn't think of anybody better suited to a job that is of this description than Leon Edwards, bruh. Leon Edwards, he grew up under a sink roof, bruh. Think about it, man. This is going to drop government spending. It's going to put money back in your pockets of every single American. He is going to be able to encourage everybody that just because you grew up under a zinc roof, bruh, doesn't mean that you can't make it to the top and have your own look at me now moment. You're all going to be able to achieve that with Leon Edwards in charge. We can guarantee that the American government can pump out 350 million sheets of zinc metal and knock up a zinc roof shack for everybody. And if anyone complains about it, Paulo Costa is going to drop off a Tracy Cortez. Bloody Bobby Greene is going to come in, drop off some gold chains and some 40s, and Leon Edwards is going to be there saying, you can achieve anything. Look at me now. And finally, the last one. For the US Citizenships and Immigration Services. This one handles legal immigration, green cards, visas, makes sure the border is on lockdown. This is one of the most important jobs in the current zeitgeist of the American media. Obviously, we need Brian Ortega to be in charge of this one. Look, Brian Ortega, he knows the kind of quality that we're looking for when it comes to importing immigrants from the outside world. We need to boost Americans' population because the population numbers are decreasing. And there is nothing more important to the future of a country than making sure you have steady population growth. And because people aren't having kids, there needs to be immigration. So Brian Ortega knows exactly the kind of quality that we are looking for. And not only that, but Brian Ortega has got personal experience in being able to hand that quality over to another man. What am I doing on this video? Brian Ortega will be able to hand over that quality. Brian Ortega, Jesus Christ. Brian Ortega, he's got first-hand experience in handing that quality over to another man. So we're going to be able to work with the health minister and the finance minister to make sure that there are Tracy Cortezes being passed around across the entire country, just like Brian handballed Tracy Cortez. I don't know if I can release this one. I might do this in the members first and then see what happens. No, there we go. That was the last one. Okay, so that was the last one. There you are. There's the big Don in the center, and this is the new American government going forward. You got Bryce Mitchell in charge of the foreign policy over at the UN. You got Justin Gaethje heading up the FBI's combat, big old meaty hooks over the top. Bobby Green is going to be making sure that everybody is fed and watered and getting their bling on at the lowest prices possible. Johnny Walker is in charge of defense. Too fucking bad. That's what you get for all these color revolutions by the CIA. You got Justin Gaethje. No, wait, who's that? Marvin Vettori. You got bloody Marvin Vettori. He's in charge of spying on me. Thank God. Paul Acosta in charge of health. Obviously, in charge of housing. Who knows poor housing better than Leon Edwards? And of course, making sure that the quality coming over the border is absolutely 100%. You got Brian Ortega. That's it. This is the last video of the week. Happy Friday, everybody. I thought we'd have some fun with this one. Give it a like if you like this video. If it's your first time here, welcome. My name is Dougie. I try and make an MMA video every day of the week, Monday through Friday. And I go live about 3 times a week. If you want to know when all of that happens, you hit that subscribe button down there, you hit the notification bell. Don't hit the notification bell. It does nothing. It does nothing. I know. People message me. I didn't know you were live. Oh, when did you go live? How come you didn't go live? Try it. Hit the notification bell. See what happens. If you end up getting notifications, just turn it off if it's annoying. Just try. Push YouTube. Push them. That's it. It's Friday. It's the end of the week, so that's the last video for the week. There'll be a members video tomorrow. Until then, I'll see all of you guys in the next video, in the next live stream. See ya. Have a good one.